Hello Pisces, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Pisces is your sun, your moon, or your rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It's totally free, doesn't cost you anything. If there's anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Pisces, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And here we have the devil energy. This is a lot of ambition. Now, some folks are scared of the devil, and I don't blame you. This is not that card. This is a card of creativity. This is a card of ambition. This is the card that says, give me a mountain, I'm going to climb it. Yeah. So what's your mountain? What are you climbing? I feel like you've got this readiness. You've got this kind of surge of energy where you just, I don't know, maybe your time just got freed up. You know, maybe you just completed the big project or something that was holding you back has now let go, right? You just overcame something really significant, and now you're ready. Let's put this into some context. Let's see what is going on. Yeah, see, now you are ready. You've got this creative, this is kind of that creative cruise control we got right there, yeah? 10 of Pentacles. Look at that. I'm getting the impression that you're a natural healer. I don't know if you are considering going into some sort of, so we've got some healing energy here too. I don't know if you're going into Reiki or acupuncture or crystal healing or something like that. I feel that you're a natural at that. If you have no interest in that sort of thing, maybe look into it, because I feel that's something that you would be really, really good at right now. Okay. Let's continue. Oh, look at that. See, yeah, this is that fiery doorway. This to me is saying that you're walking through this doorway, and I think it really is unleashing this creative power in you. Something that was looming over you. I don't know if it was if it was a legal thing, if it was some kind of a contract or a debt, or something that you were really, really worried about. See, now we've got clarity. Maybe something that you were really, really worried about. We've got that up here with that 5 of Swords that kind of has let go. Or you've figured out the solution to kind of get through it. And now there is this surge of creativity, this ambition, this readiness, this eagerness, this excitement, enthusiasm. There's no water energy here, though, right? Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. By the way, are you burning incense right now? I feel like you've got some incense going, getting the aroma of like sandalwood or something like that. Now, I don't burn incense here. We've got a 3-year-old daughter. We got cats. I don't burn. I'm in a small space. I don't burn incense here. I used to when I first started this, and I think that's why I had so many like chest and throat issues with the smoke, right? Anyway, I feel like maybe you're burning some good incense right now, right? And I'm a little bit jealous. The mystery card here. This is a random card that we're going to set down right over here. It's from the Smith Waite deck. I like to put Pamela's name first. That's Jimbo, the Lizard King, a.k.a. Mr. Lizard. And he's going to watch over that card because we're not going to look at it until the very end, right? But it will tie everything together and give us our confirmation. If at any point during the reading you feel like you know what that card is, put your prediction down in the comments. Let's do it together. Let's make it interactive. It's a group exercise, right, of intuition. Let's take a look around the room. We've got Major with that devil energy. And then we've got 2 other major arcana here. We've got the Hanged Man and the Eon, right, or the Judgment. Both of these are kind of like baptism cards, right? And this is baptism by water, baptism by fire. And it's really this kind of purification and consecration of our life. It's kind of like you have to go through this situation in order to now be ready to go through this situation, which really is leading you right to this, the gains of your life, the productivity, the real success, the real prosperity, right? That is going to be growing and building and building and building. I think there's probably been some financial difficulties, and that could be what we're talking about here, that now we've realized that this is just something that I have to suffer through. But when I get to the other side, oh boy, right? And maybe this has something to do with debt, or like with a credit score, or like something maybe being delayed, something that is like, there's not really much you can do to affect it other than wait and just kind of endure it. But then on the other side, yeah, you've got like every dream come true, right? Something along those lines. And something that feels financial to me. And it feels like it's been causing you a lot of stress, right? A lot of stress. And I think this is because you're that type of person that wants to have something to do. You feel like you're being inactive here, right? You got this readiness, this eagerness to climb the mountain, but it's kind of like Spirit saying, you've got to wait, you've got to endure something first. It's kind of like we need this ritual cleansing before we can be ritually consecrated and, kind of take on this really huge win. Whatever this Nine of Pentacles is going to be really successful. It's going to be very rewarding. It's getting you as close to your best life as we could ever really hope to get. This is the Ten of Pentacles. It's down here beneath the surface. And this is what you have written in your heart. This is the life you want. This is your best life. And I wonder if you have taken my advice in the past and you've brought out a sheet of paper and a pencil and you've drawn a picture of your best life. Because I feel like you kind of know down to the color of the paint on the walls what your best life is going to look like. And you've got that maybe just kind of burned into your mind, written in your heart, right? Tattooed on your soul, One thing I'll say about that, don't get the tattoo, because the picture of your best life will change, okay? Every experience you go through, especially something like a hanged man kind of thing, it's going to change what your best life is going to look like, okay? Use pencil. That's like, use maybe a washable marker if you're going to draw it on your skin, yeah. Something non-toxic as well. So the best life, the picture of your best life, that's, I don't mean to scare you by saying it's going to change. You have this very detailed representation of what you want in your life, okay? This might be something like you already kind of have the picture of the house, or I don't know, maybe I'm feeling like there are pictures here. I'm feeling like this is not something you sketched with a pencil. I feel like it's something that you glued together like a collage. Maybe you do collages from like cutting stuff out of a magazine or something. Or it's like a vision board even, of everything that you kind of want in your life. And this, like, you're going to get this stuff. All of this is going to be meant for you. And I'm not saying material things. I mean, of course, the material things are nice. Who doesn't like a little bit of bling, a little bit of luxury, right? But this is deeper than that. This is your pets, your plants, your people, the kind of relationships you want, the environment you want, the feeling tone of your life that you want, the creative expression that you want. It's not just physical. Okay, this is earth energy, but these coins really contain all of the other energies. The water, the air, the fire are all contained, and this is just the vessel. This is just the physical structure around you in your best life that has to contain the creativity, the, let's say the intellectual stimulation, and the emotional connections, the intimacy, right? The feelings, everything is in here. It's not just money, not just material things, although those are included, okay? Those are included. We talked about the devil and the Prince of Wands. Now, the devil is really that kind of creativity that's just ready to go. You're saying, I know what mountain I'm going to climb. I think the mountain is really where this is going, and you're ready to do that. And you know exactly what it's going to take, and you're ready to go, right? We've got the Three of Pentacles back here because this is you understanding the process of change on the physical plane. You know how to build your best life. Now it's just a matter of doing it. But in order to do that, there was something that had to kind of let you go. And I don't know if this was like, I feel like this, you're like paying off a debt or something. I keep getting this feeling that like there's just something that you can't rush. You just have to keep suffering through it until it's done, right? Maybe it's like fulfilling a contract or something. It's like, I only got a couple weeks left and then I'm free, right? Something along those lines, all right? And I don't know, it feels like it might be a couple weeks before, before you're kind of washed clean of this, yeah? Well, let's talk about the Hanged Man, since it's in my hand anyway. It may feel like you're not doing anything. It may feel like you're just hanging out, waiting, right? Not doing anything. It's not true. A lot is going on within you. This is a spiritual cleansing. This is a spiritual preparation. This is your soul kind of healing and preparing for the more difficult journey. That is, this is an active initiation. This is kind of a passive or a magnetic cleansing, right? Something that's being done to you. And this is you doing something, going through this doorway, right? And this is really, these two cards are the passageways that you're coming to. First, you gotta, first you have to do the ritual bath, and then you can perform the ceremony, right? And this, once you get over here, then we're activating this devil energy and this Prince of Wands. The Prince of Wands is that creative cruise control. This is like, you know exactly what you're going to do, how you're going to do it step by step, and it's really going to work. It's not going to be exactly, right? Because the image in our head, the idea that we have, and we can kind of think of, Plato's, the ideas, right? The kind of the prototype or the archetype of something. Down here in the world of manifestation, it's not going to be identical, and that's why there's only one 10 of Pentacles in the tarot pack, and the next best thing is the 9, right? So the 9 gives us as close as we could possibly come to perfection. The closest we can get to an absolutely perfect kind of manifestation of our best life. We're getting like a 9.5 here, right? And that's, for all intents and purposes, it's going to be perfect. This card has a special meaning, which we'll get to in a minute. I want to go back to the 5 of Swords because this is that stress. This is you thinking, I'm not doing anything, and this, I don't know what to do. I'm stressed out. I'm frustrated. Let's flip this card around. Let's go for some positive affirmations here. Let's tell ourselves this is going to be great. Everything is happening as it should. I'm doing what's required of me right now, which is this kind of interior work, this preparation, this cleansing, right? And then it's going to be time for some action, right? As a matter of fact, let's do an affirmation card for that 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords is not my favorite card, but it does allow us to change things around, right? It gives us the opportunity to start thinking about things in a positive way. Positive thinking is really, there's a lot, it's a very powerful skill, yeah. Change your mind, change your life, right? But it's not just about the affirmation. It's not just saying the words. It's feeling it. It's recreating it. Let's spend this time that we're just hanging out. Let's do some visualizations, right? Let's visualize us being free of whatever this past energy is and visualize yourself living in that best life. That's what the 9, I was going to wait, but that's what the 9 of Pentacles is. It's you living in your best life. Because the 10, this is just a picture. This might as well be a photograph, right? There's no motion here. There's no movement, right? The 9 is an odd number. It represents a process. It's a function. It's movement. It's you living in that 10 scenario, right? So let's spend this time visualizing that, right? Preparing for that. What are going to be the challenges? What are going to be the rewards? Yeah. Let's do one affirmation card to help us through that 5 of Swords. The Agapanthus. Words of love. Speak with your heart. Speak with your heart. And in a reading like this where there's no minor arcana cups cards, right? We don't have any water energy except for the Hanged Man. This is saying, spend this time that you're waiting speaking with your heart, right? And visualizing and feeling it. What is it like? Really more than just not visualizing as in seeing the pictures of it, but recreating the experience. How's it going to feel? And yeah, how's it going to look and taste and smell? But what's it going to feel like internally, right? To live in that best life. And I think that will help you pass the time while you're waiting for us to get to the path of the serpent. Now we're going to do this now. As we go over here, I'd like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Totally free. Doesn't cost you anything. What is the connection with waterfalls? Spirit's showing me a lot of water cascading down. Obviously, a reference to the Hanged Man. But is there something in your physical environment like that? Do you have maybe like a fountain of, like one of those waterfall fountains, like on your desk or by your front door or something? Or is there a memory of you, I don't know, jumping down a waterfall or something like this, or something with a waterfall? Yeah. I feel like that's a confirmation for some of this Hanged Man energy that we're talking about. Yeah. But let's talk about this. This is that definite decision. This is you stepping through that doorway. Now that you're washed clean, you've got to make the choice to go further into the temple, right? Further into this thing. And it's kind of a last chance for you to back out. You get one last, are you sure you want to go in there? Right? And this is kind of this is the test. If you hesitate, you're out, right? So this is kind of your confidence that says, yes, I'm going through this. You know what it kind of feels like is this is the car wash, and this is those blowers that try to dry your car off when you leave the car wash. You know, this kind of feels like the dryer to me, and it could be washing clothes right now. Some of you might be actually washing clothes right now. Anyway, there has to be intention behind your decisions. No one is pushing you into anything, you know. And the tarot's not telling you what to do. The tarot's saying, look, if you decide to walk through this doorway, it's not going to be easy. No one said it was going to be easy. You know it's not going to be easy because otherwise you wouldn't need the devil and that creative cruise control. If it was easy, we wouldn't need this at all, right? But we have to have this. You know that climbing a mountain is not easy. You know that it's going to be treacherous. There's going to be probably a lot of hard work at the very beginning. And like any kind of a serious expedition, you got to just travel with the essentials here. And that's part of this cleansing process, getting rid of a lot of emotional, mental, spiritual stuff that is not going to serve you in this new path toward your best life, right? So walking through this doorway, there's a reason why it's a doorway of fire. It is going to burn off anything that's kind of, it's like if you lose your radio antenna in the car wash or something, right? Or it knocks your mirrors off the sides of your car. You got to know that it's going to hurt. It's going to knock some things off of you. But that's okay. Those are things that you didn't need, right? It's preparing you, and traveling light, right? Traveling with just the essentials. Now, what we see in the environment, the 9 of Pentacles. This, like I said, we already talked about it. You're living your best life, right? You're in there doing it. This is what it looks like inside here. When you get really close to the 10 of Pentacles, this is what it looks like. And that's you doing it. That's you doing the hard work and receiving the rewards of it. Now, I don't know if this is something business-related, career, if it's spiritual work, if this is something with the family or something with traveling. But this is you living that life, right? This is you doing that work. You've got your pets, your plants, your people are there. It's a process, right? And that's the experience. We don't want we don't just want the image of it, right? You don't just want, this is like, I don't know, what we might see on TV where there's there's a TV and it looks like a great TV, but you turn it on, it doesn't do anything, doesn't work. Come to find out, it's just made of cardboard. There's nothing in it. It's just a recreation of a real living object, but it's hollow, right? Hollow. We have to be in there doing the thing, giving it life, right? So it's not just hollow things. We're not just living a hollow life, you know? But this is a lot of reward. This is also the card of gain. The more work you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it. It's kind of, you know, garbage in, garbage out. You put good stuff in here, good intention, good spiritual energy, good efforts, and that's what you're going to get right back, you know. The Two of Swords and the Ace of Swords, to me, really is a simplification of this 5. It's a reduction of the 5. So it is the relieving of stress. It is a mind that is clear. Here's a mind that's kind of chaotic. Here's a mind that is very, very clear. Now, a clear mind doesn't always mean that you have all of the answers. I don't like to look at the Ace of Swords as, you've got all the answers, right? I look at this as really a mind that's not searching for answers, that you're just open to receiving whatever it is that Spirit is telling you. These rays on the crown there, I don't feel like these are rays that are going out. I feel like that's stuff coming in. And you're being the perfect kind of receptive antenna. This is the antenna that maybe fell off the car and we have to get a new one. But this one can receive spiritual messages, right? Not just the boring radio. Does anyone still listen to radio anymore? I don't know. So we're receiving all of this information from Spirit, right, to guide our path, to give us some focus, and we have to have a clear mind. So we don't want too much stress. We don't want too much frustration. We have to do something to calm this down, to let go of these worries and concerns and all of this mental stress. We can have a clear mind, and a clear mind can perceive divinity, can perceive the soul, can perceive Spirit. Now, I feel like you've always been good at making money. Yeah. I don't feel like that's really the issue for you. I feel like you want to be guided towards something deeper than that. So it's not just hollow, right? Like I said. Speaking of hollow, what's the connection with turtles? Did you have a lot of turtles as pets, or do you work with turtles? Do you have a turtle? It could be that the turtle symbolism is very meaningful to you right now. Okay, there's some connection with turtle. Spirit is showing me a nice, slow, steady turtle. Yeah, I love turtles. But this is that clarity of mind that we need if we're to receive the spiritual guidance. Yeah. Let's look at the mystery card. Let's see what is going on over here. Thank you, Jimbo. All right, mystery card. It could be some just straight up water energy. Yeah. I'd like to see, an Ace of Cups I think would be perfect. A 9 or a 10 of Cups. Look, we got 9 and 10 of Pentacles. Why not a 9 or a 10 of Cups, right? To show that these are not empty vessels, that these vessels are filled with meaning and value beyond the obvious financial value, right? The material value. I would like to see a 9 or a 10 of Cups. If you have a prediction, put it down in the comments. Here we go. Well, a Knight of Wands. Okay. We're getting a little impatient here, aren't we? We've got this, you've got the understanding, you got the plan. You've got the devil energy, you've got the Prince of Wands. You know what you got to do and how fast you have to do it. But there's this idea of rushing, someone rushing. I don't know, maybe there's an older male energy in your life that is kind of trying to rush you into something, or there's some sort of pressure to hurry something along before it's really done. It's like you just drive your car a little too fast through the car wash. It doesn't really get clean or dry, right? You've got to let the thing do its work. Yeah. So I don't know who this is that's kind of rushing you. I just feel like you're being rushed by something. Could be ourselves. Could be that we know we're getting older. We want this thing to hurry up. We've got plans. I think you do. You have something fairly well planned out. And it could be that what feels like just waiting, like we're just hanging out doing nothing, is drawing out your timeline. Right? It's pushing your timeline back. Who's the guitar player? You're strumming a guitar. Is that something you do to pass the time? Is that something that maybe the Agapanthus is telling us? Speak with your heart, right? Maybe maybe it's music generally. Tap into something that's going to just put you at peace, clear your mind, clear your heart, and just put you in some good feelings for a while. Don't let this pressure make you drive any faster. Okay? And again, I don't know if this is coming from within you or if it's something from outside. But just keep the pace. Things are going to be right as they should be. Okay? You can't rush this thing. But your timeline, I think, is still intact. And this is just this is part of the timeline. And think about ways, too. Think about ways that this is actually better to wait. Gives you more time for whatever. Maybe waiting this extra time lets you save more money, or, puts us a little closer to springtime, or, whatever it is. Find ways that this is actually a good thing. Use your time wisely. I think it's only going to be a couple more weeks, though. Okay. Now, we're going to do an extended reading. If you want to stick around, click on the link that should be up there. If not, there's one down in the video description. New readings for Pisces every Thursday and Sunday. But I'm here every day. Come on back, see me again tomorrow. Okay? If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Totally free, doesn't cost you anything. Leave a comment for me. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. Yeah. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.